Hey y'all, it's me again. So I just came from work, as you can see, looking crusty. And so this is what's on my spirit today. So, and I'm not vegan, um, but my sister-in-law turned vegan, and that kind of made me a little bit more health conscious, especially in the things that I buy for my kids and just my family in general. And so I slowly cut out meat. So I don't do meat, and that's big for us. Like I'm Liberian from West Africa. I don't know if I said that in the last video, but we eat everything: pig feet, cow skin, uh, any part of the animal or pig or cow, you name it, we eat it. So I cut all that out, and I've only been doing chicken. Um, and then in the last 2 weeks, I kind of cut chicken out. I've been doing like this virtual online workouts since we've been with COVID-19. We've been working from home. Everybody's supposed to stay at home, um, which I don't know how we're doing with that. I hated group projects in college, and I hate it even more now that I have to depend on other people before outside can be open. But that's another story. I'm grateful because I really have been enjoying spending time with my kids and spending time with my family. Anyway, so I cut the chicken out, or I kind of limited it out. But 2 weeks ago, I completely eliminated chicken, except for eggs. We still do eggs. But like the milk, we do almond milk or lactate milk. What else do I eat now that's still like chicken? I've been doing like I've been buying like vegan mayo, vegan butter, vegan sauces, and everything pretty much vegan. So we're not doing any meat except for the man. He's still eating, still eating his meat. I don't know if I'm ever gonna. He's a steak guy. So, but when I do buy steak for him, I get the organic grass fed. So yeah, anyway, so I was listening. So I got up, and I think it was like 2 in the morning. And the message was following your instincts, and if it doesn't feel right, then it's not right, and you shouldn't fight that. And I've always had that in my spirit to talk about, so I figured I would talk about it today. And people always equate it to relationships or whatever, but I'm gonna make it as basic as your job. Or maybe that's not even basic. Let's make it as basic as where you live, or for me, where I send my kids to school. My son, because my daughter's obviously only 14 months, but my son is 8. Where I send my kid to school is like my biggest thing. I think I've always had that mentality of progressive thinking, in the sense of how am I gonna retire? What kind of savings do I have for my kids? Can they go to college without having to take out a loan? And I think as Black folks, we have done so much better with thinking about those things, but we still have a long way to go. And so I've always been that kind of thinker. I've always been that kind of girl, like, okay, what can I be doing better? Like I have, but like I'm always thinking about stuff like that. And so when it doesn't feel right, stop trying to force it. I was like, okay, God, I hear you. Like, I hear you. Whatever in my life, and I don't have anything specific that I have in mind, but I really am going to sit today. I literally saw this message at 3 in the morning. It's like 9:45 now. And so I'm going to go sit down. I'm going to take out my journal, and I'm literally going to think. I'm going to give myself an hour to just think of all the aspects in my life that don't feel right. And it doesn't have to feel, now, nothing's perfect in life. Relationships are not perfect. Where you live may not be perfect. Your house may not be perfect. Even if you build it from scratch, there's going to be something in there that you're just not 100% satisfied with. Unfortunately, that's human beings. Hopefully, we can grow out of that. And I'm sitting in my car, obviously, so the mower is going, my neighbor's mowing. So excuse the noise. But it doesn't have to be perfect, but it should give you a sense of peace. You should go to work every day. Maybe you may not be making a salary that you want, but you should go to work loving what you do, or even during this time you're not going to work, you should get up and say, ugh, even if you say, I don't want to get up, you should get up and still say, I have a sense of purpose. There's a reason why I'm on this earth. You know, I haven't maybe fully walked into it, but I'm getting there. This is going to be a stepping stone for me to get there. If it's a relationship and you're thinking, well, where else am I going to go? Or what's out there? These days, dating is not what it used to be. It may not be what it used to be, but it could be what's right for you. You know, the school that your kids go to, you may say, well, I can't afford to send my kids to private school, or I went to public school, so that's okay. It may have been good for you, but it may not be okay for that child. And you may not be able to financially afford it, but there's so much scholarships, and we don't even think about that. Like, there's so much scholarships that they offer for, people, even if it's, $750 here, $250 there. People there's so much money out there that you can tap into to just send your kids to a different school. Maybe the neighborhood school is not the right fit for your child. Maybe your friend's child is excelling at that neighborhood school. But look at your kids. Get to know your kid. And each kid is going to be different. I already know now. My children, my daughter, and I, again, she's only 14. And I study my kids. That's my biggest thing. I study my kids. I really do. I'm always overthinking. My friends are like, okay, you're doing the most. And anyway, I'm off topic as usual. But anyway, I say that to say it's okay. Find peace. But it's okay not to know, too. Don't say, oh, these people are out here, they're so enlightened. They know what to do when they want to do with their lives. They're so at peace. No, baby, they're not. They're not. And it's okay to take your time to get there. And it's okay if you're not there, or if you think you're there and you're not there. It's okay 2 years from now, and if you thought you were there and you're not there. It's okay. Pray, drink your water, eat some more vegetables, and do you, and be true to yourself. Because if you're not true to yourself, then what are you doing? And we're all a work in progress. That's why we're here. If we were done, if we had reached this sense of zen in every aspect of our lives, we would be with our maker. Okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.